Okay guys, this is the Betamax Man, and I finally done it. I finally got it going. So we'll go ahead now, we'll put the tape in, get it threaded up, and get this baby going. As you can see, it'll accept a tape now. Let's hit play. And it plays. The next thing we gotta do is clean the video heads. And then we'll see if we get a picture. So, but that's where I'm at so far. The cassette basket is going to need to be, the gears on the cassette housing are going to need to be cleaned and re-oiled or re-greased. The grease needs to be, the gears, clean the gears, re-grease them, clean the other moving parts, and oil them, because some parts require grease and other parts require oil. So, there's a lot of mechanical switches in this thing. There's a lot of things that can happen and go wrong with this machine. I'm very, very happy that I got it going, and one of the reasons why is because of this. If you'll see, beta 1, 2, and 3. Now it records in beta 1S, not beta 1. Beta 1S only. Now I don't really see any switches for turning the super beta off. I don't think you can turn super beta off. I think that super beta is on at all times, which is unusual. But it does have super beta, and it does have hi-fi. So if we go to we have hi-fi, and then we have normal, and there's a bunch of switches on this thing. But at least we have it working, at least mechanically working. We still got some things to do to it yet. So, see, as you can hear that now when I power it on, you can hear all the motors coming on. So, we still have a few things that we need to do. We'll clean the heads, test for picture. We need to see if we have output. And that should definitely get this thing up and going now. So I'm very, very happy that I was able to get this to work. With it being a super beta hi-fi that records in the beta 1 mode, the beta 1S, and that kind of makes it very valuable. Okay guys, we got it going. If you remember, I did a repair that on one of the circuit boards, and that allowed me to the tapes to go in. So, you know, I knew that there was only power going to certain areas on the machine. I knew I didn't have any power going to my cassette housing, to the switches on the cassette housing, and then the switches for the reel table motor. So we got it to go in, and then we would press play and we had no picture. And the reason why we had no picture is because the head drum was not spinning. The reason why the video head drum was not spinning is because there was a break on the circuit board. The circuit board broke, and so I had to run a jumper wire, and once I soldered the jumper wire in, I then got my video head to spin again, which gave me picture. So we got the TV on. Let's go ahead and we're gonna put a cassette in. Alright, now we're gonna have to do some work on the cassette basket, the belt for the loading motor, the loading motor for the cassette housing. The belt's slipping. Now we'll hit play. There we go. It's still having some issues, but we'll get those figured out. But at least now it's playing. But you can clearly see there is an issue with the video board. It's either in the, I think it's in the video board. It's definitely on the video board, so we've got an issue with that. So what I'm probably going to do is go ahead and swap out the video board, and then that should kind of fix its problem with the color, because sometimes the color is normal and then it'll change to something that's not normal. And so yeah, we do got an issue with the video, that is. So, but that's really the only issue that I can see so far. Now the light, the beta hi-fi light's not coming on because this has been recorded in mono. This was not a hi-fi stereo recording. This was just mono. But but anyway, we got all our lights are coming on, and all our, but you know, our volume meter is lighting up. We've got our record level works. I have not tested the machine for record yet. So far I've just played a tape back. Now the reasoning for this particular machine that I wanted to get it fixed and up and going is because it supports Beta 1S. It not only will play back Beta 1S, it'll record in Beta 1S. Now it's not going to record in the super high band, but it will record in the Beta 1 Super with the 5.6 megahertz. The high band operated at 6.0 megahertz, whereas the Beta 1S is just a 5.6. And really there's not much of a difference between Beta 1S and Beta 1 super high band. So I don't want to show too much of the picture, but this is a Lethal Weapon. There's where he's thinking about committing suicide. Watching TV, it's Christmas. But anyway, so we got this thing going, and I'm glad. You know, one of the things that I did was, before I found the break in the circuit board, I decided to swap out the head drum assembly. And it didn't do anything when I did that. So then I knew that the problem was on the circuitry. And then I went over to the board and I put my multimeter. I was using this to check out what the problems were, and just, I was trying to determine, you know, is it a capacitor, is it a resistor, is it a transistor, what is it that's went wrong? So it was definitely something I was able to source. But having that crack in that board, I seen that crack and I was like, okay, I gotta run a jumper wire now, because I've got to go from one spot to the other, and the only way to do that is to solder on a jump wire. So I'm pretty happy, and as you can see, they're talking. So when they're talking, that light lights up real good. It was disappearing because in that scene of the movie it wasn't talking. So